Hello students, in today's session I'll help you understand the basics of JOGL library and its features and how to create a basic frame using it. So let's start. You must be wondering what is JOGL. Java Binding for OpenGL, JOGL, is a recent binding for the OpenGL Graphics API in Java. It is a wrapper library which can access OpenGL API and is designed to create a 2D and 3D graphics applications coded in Java. JOGL was initially developed by former MIT graduate students Ken Russell and Chris Klein. Later, it was adopted by the gaming group at Sun Microsystems and now is maintained by Java on Graphics, Audio and Processing, that is JOGAMP. So now you know what is JOGL. You may be thinking, why JOGL? Why not other Java bindings like LWGL, GL4, etc.? It's just because JOGL provides full access to the OpenGL APIs of version 1.0, 4.3, ES1, ES2 and ES3. Hence, all the features in OpenGL are included in JOGL. And JOGL also integrates with the AWT, Swing and Standard Widget Toolkit SWT. It also includes its own native windowing toolkit NEWT. Hence, it provides a complete support for windowing. Okay, fine. Now let's have a look at how to create a basic frame using JOGL. To draw objects in JOGL, first of all, we have to construct a basic JOGL frame. So, first we will discuss the classes required to construct a basic frame. First thing which you require is GL Event Listener interface. To make our program capable of using JOGL graphical API, we need to implement GL Event Listener interface. We can find the GL Event Listener interface in jogamp.opengl.gl Event Listener package. Here, you can see various methods of GL Event Listener. We have the display method, which should contain the logic used to draw graphical elements using OpenGL API. Reshape method, which is called by the object of GL AutoDrawable interface during the first repaint and after the component has been resized. It is also called whenever the position of the component on the window is changed. Then we have init method, in which we write the initialization statements like setting the background color, etc. These methods of GL Event Listener require object of GL AutoDrawable interface as a parameter. So, we will see now what is GL AutoDrawable interface. This interface supplies an event-based mechanism, that is GL Event Listener, for performing OpenGL rendering. GL AutoDrawable automatically creates a primary rendering context which is associated for the lifetime of the object. The method GL getGL returns the GL pipeline object that is used by the current object of GL AutoDrawable interface. See students, there are also other methods in this package. Only a few important methods pertaining to our requirements are discussed in this interface. Now comes the main class, GL Canvas class. GL Canvas is a main class of JOGL GUI that implement GL AutoDrawable interface, which can be utilized as a drawing surface for OpenGL commands. GL Canvas is a heavyweight AWT component which provides OpenGL rendering support, and this is the primary implementation of an AWT AutoGL drawable interface. GL Event Listener interface works along with GL Canvas class. It responds to the changes in GL Canvas class and to the drawing request made by them. Whenever GL Canvas class is instantiated, the init method of the GL Event Listener is invoked. Similarly, whenever the GL Canvas is resized, the reshape method of GL Event Listener is executed. The display method of GL Event Listener contains the code for rendering 3D scene. It is also invoked whenever the display method of GL Canvas is invoked. Since it's a class, it needs a constructor, and the constructors are GL Canvas and GL Canvas with the parameters GL Capabilities Immutable. GL Canvas constructor. This creates a new GL Canvas component with a default set of OpenGL capabilities. GL Canvas with a parameter It creates a new GL Canvas component with the requested set of OpenGL capabilities using the default OpenGL capabilities selection mechanism on the default screen device. Now, to instantiate GL Canvas class, we need the object of GL capabilities immutable interface, which specify an immutable set of OpenGL capabilities. One of the ways to get an object of capabilities immutable interface is to instantiate the GL capability class which implements the interface. Now, let us have a look at the GL capabilities class. This class specifies a set of OpenGL capabilities. It takes GL capabilities object as a parameter. The GL capability class describes the desired capabilities that a rendering context must support, such as the OpenGL profile. The GL capability class in turn requires an object of GL profile. So, we will discuss GL profile class. Since several versions of OpenGL API were released, we need to specify the exact version of OpenGL API being used in our program to our Java Virtual Machine JVM. This is done using the GL profile class. The get method of this class accepts a different predefined string object as a parameters. Each string object is a name of an interface and each interface supports certain versions of OpenGL. If we initialize this class as a static and a singleton, it gives a singleton GL profile object for each available JOGL profile. So, we can write it as GL profile dot get with a parameter GL profile dot GL2. With this, we can conclude the steps to write a program which creates a JOGL basic frame with a combination of JOGL Canvas class and AWT frame class. So, as discussed earlier, the first step for creation is creating the class. Creating a class that implements GL event listener interface and implement all the 4 methods discussed, that is display, dispose, reshape and init. The second step is preparing the canvas. To prepare the canvas, we need to construct GL Canvas class object. How do we do it? By writing GL Canvas and then creating an object, or like maybe we can create like GL Canvas which is equal to new GL Canvas. Make sure that here the capabilities object should be passed as a parameter. So, we will see how to instantiate the GL capabilities class. GL capabilities may be the object is equal to again GL capabilities with a parameter. Now, here the profile object should be passed as a parameter. So, we need to know how to generate GL profile object. As it is a static method, it is invoked using class name. Since this tutorial is about JOGL2, let us generate GL2 interface object. For that, we have GL profile with the object which is equal to GL profile dot get. Again, we have the parameters as discussed before, GL profile dot GL2. Both the variable and the method are static, hence both are called using the class name. So, finally, it should come in this pattern, getting the capabilities object of GL2 profile, that is by final GL profile which is equal to GL profile dot get GL profile dot GL2, and then we have GL capability. We are creating the object of GL capability which is equal to new GL capability with the object that is profile. Profile is the object of the class GL profile. Then we write the canvas, that is final GL canvas. GL canvas is equal to new GL canvas with the parameter capabilities. Now, add the GL event listener to the canvas using the method add GL event listener. This method needs object of GL event listener interface as a parameter. Hence, pass object of a class that implements GL event listener. But before that, let us create an object for the basic frame. So, for that we have a class basic frame with an object which is equal to new basic frame, the class which implements GL event listener interface. Then we will add the canvas to the basic frame. For that we have GL canvas dot add GL event listener, in bracket we can write it as basic frame. We can set the size of the frame using the set size method inherited by GL canvas class. So, the method will be GL canvas dot set size, and then you can specify this size over there. Now, we are ready with the GL canvas. Now, we will go to the next step, that is creating the frame. Create the frame by instantiating the frame class object of JSEAWT frame component and add the canvas to it and make the frame visible. Now we can create the frame by frame, again the object for this particular class frame, which is equal to new frame, and in the bracket we are passing the frame name, that is right now I am going to give it as basic frame. Then what we have to do is we have to add the canvas to the frame. So we can add it by frame dot add. Frame is the object of the frame class, and then we are adding GL canvas into it. Then if you want to see this particular frame, that means if you want to make the frame visible, we have the line frame dot set visible, in bracket we can write it as true. Now this shows the complete code. Here you can see the methods of event listener, how the canvas is added to the frame, and how we have set the size for both the frame and canvas. This will be the output for the code we have written. With this, I would like to conclude this session on Introduction to JOGL. Bye.